Recently, I played through Halo 5... Sorry. Threw up a bit in my mouth. Recently, Halo follower hired me to play through Halo 5 Guardians because this game is so bad that he'd rather pay someone else to suffer through it instead. The following is a completely accurate summary of the campaign. Trust me. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. The game begins with... it begins with a character select screen before introducing any of these characters. I picked Buck because he's the only one I know, which means Temmi is forced to play as Luke Cage. Then a cutscene plays of Halsey walking down a hallway to her lab, where she says something cryptic in a voiceover, but this cutscene is not only irrelevant to the rest of the game, but also misleading because she's still got both of her arms here. We also get a good look at Cortana. Oh god, what's wrong with her face? Another cutscene plays where Fireteam Osiris is briefed about angry robots blowing up space colonies because they're dicks, and we're being sent to pick up Grandma Halsey from Jewel Madonna's house, and hey, wait a second, did they say Covenant Supreme Leader? Isn't that new information? It's not? It wasn't in Halo 4. It was in Halo 4? It was in Spartan Ops? They expect people to remember information from a game mode that wasn't related to the main campaign in Halo 4? What if you didn't play Spartan Ops? We're given a brief introduction to the members of Fireteam Osiris. Just kidding, they all jump out of the back of the Pelican, and only after falling into combat do they actually introduce each other to the audience. They ski down a gentle incline, and there's a hell of a lot going on in this cutscene, but none of it actually matters because you can't do any of this in-game. We fall down a cliff and murder some NFL linebackers before watching their fans get crushed by a piece of ship debris, so we don't actually have to do any real fighting at the beginning of the game. After dying our way through a canyon, we're introduced to some new Promethean enemies that everyone just casually acknowledges, because I guess they're just a normal part of the Promethean forces that I was just out of the loop on again. Vale fills us in that Grandma Halsey lost her left arm, but nobody in Osiris knows why, so it's just kind of random information. It's a Spartan Ops thing again, are you fucking kidding me? Vale apparently also knows how to speak Sanghelios, which you'd think was something the team would have already known because this isn't their first mission together, right? What do you mean I'm not allowed to bitch about the game not giving the audience enough context, and that the game is giving the audience context in a way that doesn't make sense to the plot? We games journalist our way through another field of enemies before wandering into a cave that isn't a natural formation, where we wipe out the local population so we can watch a cutscene where Fireteam Osiris does some casual jogging, which we're going to see a lot of in this game. Instead of some kind of mini-boss fight, we just watch Fireteam Osiris take out all the elites and immediately kill Jewel Madonna, so I guess he wasn't really that important of a character. We bring Grandma Halsey back to the UNSC Buzz Lightyear and they just wander off, and Buck asks an important question, but that's the end of the cutscene, alright. Cut to Master Chief. Oh, Chief is actually in this game? And his team of other Spartan 2s that... wait. What? Who are these guys? Is this another Spartan Ops thing? It's not? It's from the books. 343 thinks that people who play Halo know how to read? Once again, this team is barely introduced. We know Fred and Kelly's name, but I guess nobody cares about Linda, which is a shame because she's the real MVP in this next level. Blue team jumps out of their Pelican and floats casually towards Argent Moon, and some epic music starts playing. They break into the ship and a scene from a Saturday morning cartoon plays out before we're finally given control. This level is pretty much just a bunch of filler, so we're going to skip ahead a bit. Chief gets jump scared by a hunter and falls into a pit, where he starts hallucinating from the brain damage from being dropped on his head. He decides that this obvious fever dream is a message for him to head to Meridian, but decides just to put a pin in that conversation instead of giving the rest of Blue Team any context for why he knows that. And back to the filler. Here's a compilation of Linda saving our asses and Fred being fucking useless. Fred just ran off!
Right back in the fight. Let's go, Kelly.
I got you.
Yeah. System lock.
Thanks, I'm good. Good, Chief.
Oh god! Oh no! Linda just fucking exploded. And I'm dead.
Yeah.
And Fred's gonna get killed, yeah. Fred's so useless. At least Linda died like a hero.
Oh,
God. Fred did something.
Yay, Fred! And Fred's dead. Oh no, Fred fell through the world. Hey, wait, what? I can't get to Fred. He fell through the world. Wait, okay, I got him. No, I can let him get Fred. There we go.
Wasn't gonna do anything.
After setting the Argent Moon to blow up, Chief lets the Buzz Lightyear know that he's going to go track down his blue e-girl, but Lightyear lets them know that they've already got someone on it because I guess the hallucination about Cortana being alive was not only correct, but old news? Chief decides to go AWOL to search for his e-girl and Fred says something stupid, so they catch an Uber and the ship blows up behind them. Halsey starts bitching at Lasky and this orange AI dude starts asking an important question. Oh god, it's another fucking Spartan Ops character, isn't it? God damn it. Roland starts asking important questions and literally none of them get answered, so fuck him, I guess. Cut to Fireteam Osiris prepping to go catch Master Chief, I guess. They don't really ever actually mention him or Blue Team by name, as if it's supposed to be some big surprise that it's them they're going after. And cut to Meridian, where Fireteam Osiris flies into the space elevator and, oh, okay, that's the end of the cutscene. That was so abrupt the music wasn't even finished. Tanaka fills us in on the planet's backstory, which we totally weren't listening to, and we get bitched at by the town's governor before he lets us out, where we immediately start killing civilians, but this isn't literally every other Halo game, so it kills us and restarts the checkpoint, instead of letting us fight waves of buffed up angry good guys until we're slaughtered for being stupid. Kyle lets us outside and we disassemble some angry robots, and this entire mission is just Fireteam Osiris saving the town from Prometheans as a way to endear them to the player, I guess. It really just feels like filler. Speaking of filler, after clearing the area of Prometheans, we walk around inside Meridian Station and just listen to random conversations. Because somebody saw the previous Halo games and said, you know what this space opera action shooter needs? Meandering around listening to NPCs talk for 5 minutes. This isn't even the only time it happens. Sloan lets us borrow a Pelican and we finally head off to our actual mission, where we murder our way through waves of Prometheans because someone looked at the firefight sections in ODST and Reach's campaigns and said, yeah, those are a lot of fun and not repetitive and overused. Let's have that in literally every level of Halo 5. Who am I kidding? The people who made Halo 5's campaign didn't know anything about the other Halos. Fireteam Osiris does some more walking and we meet the Warden Eternal, who I think is supposed to be a boss fight, but it kinda just ends up as the Promethean equivalent to a hunter with how frequently he shows up. Tanaka asks a stupid question, so Vale gives her a stupid answer, and Fireteam Osiris does some more walking and we get a look at Megatron? Blue Team shows up, so Fireteam Osiris decides to just lightly jog after them like they're frolicking in a field of flowers instead of, I don't know, sprinting at top speed to catch the guys they're after. Luke Cage orders Blue Team to stop, but they casually walk off and literally no one in Fireteam Osiris does anything about it. So they come to assist Locke, but Chief beats the crap out of them and stabs Locke in the dick and, no wait, that's another Halo follower video. Fireteam Osiris does literally nothing as Locke fist fights Chief in the absolute least climactic fight possible. That ends with Chief armor locking Locke, and fucking off while the rest of Osiris sits around doing absolutely fucking nothing. Megatron wakes up and shouts dubstep at us. So Osiris decides to do some more light jogging to escape the collapsing cave. But Buck almost falls and dies, so Luke Cage grabs him and they get out of dodge. We teleport back to the outside of Meridian Station and Sloan is evacuating the planet, so we help him out so we can evacuate ourselves. We almost make it to the Pelican, but the dubstep transformer breaks the platform, so we dive into the back and they fuck off. Cut back to the Buzz Lightyear, where they casually drop that 5 more Guardians were woken up in other colonies. Roland suggests that we can activate a Guardian to take us to Chief, and hey wait, did Palmer just call Captain Lasky Tom? That means they're totally fucking, right? Oh yeah, also we're headed to Sanghelios or whatever. Cut to Blue Team, doing some more walking, because everyone knows an excess amount of cutscenes of people just taking a stroll in a game about killing aliens is absolutely necessary. We head off to find Cortana and murder some aliens, and Fred lets us down once again because he's fucking useless.
I need a hand.
Come on, Linda, you can do it. Oh.
No! Fucking idiots!
He stood over my corpse!
We take a bridge and are forced to watch another cutscene of just walking around. Like, a lot of walking around, until we meet up with the Warden Eternal again. And then he teleports away, so Blue Team does some more walking. We rock'em sock'em some robots and slaughter a Warden, before catching up with Cortana, who very quickly spews out an excuse for why she's alive. And also that she's planning on enslaving the galaxy. You know, normal conversation topics. And then Blue Team does some more walking. Cut back to Fireteam Osiris, prepping to head to Sanghelios, but Tom warns us that if shit goes sideways, we've got to deny it ever happened, and we get Ubered down in a lich. After getting dropped off on that one level in Killer Instinct, we instinctively kill every alien dumb enough to get between us and the Arbiter. We catch up to the Arbiter and he Ubers us to his camp, where he makes fun of Luke Cage for a bit until Cortana shows up to taunt us. And now, another random walking area where we have to listen to NPCs. Why are these in the game? Halsey sends us off to find a foreigner constructor to help her build her Mega Bloks set, and Palmer Ubers us to the next area. We murder some aliens until we're interrupted by a Kraken, but the Arbiter's elites distract it so we can run away and suffer through an open area. We catch back up to the Kraken and borrow some Phaetons to get on board so we can blow it up, but Tanaka decides to go down with the ship. Bye, Tanaka.
Bye, Tanaka.
After collecting the constructor and murdering all of its friends, we borrow a Phantom and go back to another walking area to listen to some NPCs talk some more. Why aren't these just cutscenes? This is seriously just padding. Halsey lets us know that Cortana's fucking crazy because Halsey's fucking crazy, and we head off with the Arbiter to murder the last of the aliens squatting on their planet. Tanaka says a rallying speech, and Buck promises to buy her a whole bar, and we jump out to do our thing. We do our business all over the Covenant and struggle through a hunter fight, before Temmi murders everyone in an elevator to take all the credit for himself. Megatron shows up and we divide by zero some robots before the Warden shows up, so we shove the Arbiter towards him and he slaughters the Warden all by himself, just in case you forgot the Arbiter was a badass. Palmer finally actually does something in this game and Ubers us to the Megatron that jumps away, and the Arbiter celebrates having the only good section of this game. Megatron pops into the domain and drops us off, literally, so we run down the side, but my stream quality is so bad right now that it's hard to tell what the hell's going on. Oh yeah, did I mention that? Halo follower asked me to make this video, but I don't own an Xbox One, so I'm using an Android emulator to stream the game to my PC, which I'm playing with a PS4 controller. So whatever suffering is to be had playing through this game, it's like triple with this setup. Why do you hate me, Ron? What did I ever do to you? We meet up with the Waifu Sphere, monitor of the Sega Genesis, which honestly makes a lot of sense since I'm seeing about 16 bits on my screen right now. Waifu Sphere gifts us a tank, just in case you thought she wasn't the best character in this game, and we roll our 66 tons of HE-spewing divine intervention across the field with absolutely no problems whatsoever.
It's so bad. I literally can't see anything.
Yep. I was waiting for us to die.
Oh no. Cortana's detected
There we go.
Oh no.
I think I'm going to get out. Oh,
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Waifu Sphere activates a bridge that we roll across and meet another warden, that we easily beat yet again, so he sends 2 more that we struggle with for a while, so he decides to just stop moving and make it easy on us. Fireteam Osiris jogs up to Blue Team and let them know that they're here to help, but Cortana shows up and just teleports Blue Team away. Great job, Osiris. Blue Team does some more walking, and the the warden, got them a little confused because they both do that hold the guy up with one-handed monologue at us thing. The warden picks us up and starts questioning Cortana, so she kills him off for us and he sends some more robots for us to slaughter. Warden continues simping for his e-girl, but we're not paying attention at all, and just kill Fred instead because it's not like he's done any meaningful contribution in this game at all. We almost make it to Cortana, but the warden decides to stop us, but we can easily handle 3 guys at once, so we destroy him and I get killed by a slope. Blue Team walks over a bridge and we get attacked by the warden again, but this is a little too many guys for us to handle at once, so Cortana comes to us and stops him. Oh god, I forgot Cortana looked like this in this game. Chief wants Cortana to stop her plan of ruling the galaxy with an iron fist, but she declines and locks Blue Team in an egg until they're ready to come out of their shells. Cut back to Fireteam Osiris, who catch up to the Guardian meeting point just in time for them to fuck off because none of them want to hang out with Osiris because they all suck. We listen to a lot of AI pledge allegiance to Cortana, so we destroy an arbitrary amount of balls to get to the next area because someone said, hey, you know that Rule of 3 trope? Let's go even further and make it worse. Cortana taunts Fireteam Osiris for being useless, and Vale dies in the middle of her rebuttal. But we end up dying too, so we get to hear it again in its entirety.
Are pale imitations of my Spartans.
Is that so?
I wanted Daddy to love
That's
us.
Spartan, Vale. And if you're reading my psych eval, you know it takes more than my...
we'll never get to find out!
Cortana lets us know that she's putting John down for a nap, which isn't unheard of in the Halo series, but it's a little longer than usual. So we're gonna go wake him up because we need him. We get stuck in an area and fight an arbitrary amount of waves of enemies until Waifu Sphere opens the elevator for us, and we head down to wake up Blue Team. The Guardians slap us around for a while, but I make it to the front and give the Waifu Sphere control of her installation again, and she steals Cortana's boyfriend for herself. Master Chief is let out of her shell and... wait, this scene isn't an allegory for coming out as trans? Oh, okay. Blue Team walks out of the giant ball and Locke lets Chief know that Cortana fucked off. Cut to the Buzz Lightyear, where Cortana finally catches up to them and says that hide and seek is over. But they jump away, so I guess hide and seek is still on. Also, despite all of the hundreds of AI joining Cortana, Roland doesn't betray Tom. Chief and Locke go to Sanghelios to pick up his mom and say hi to his best friend Keith. And that's the end of the game. Oh yeah, also if you beat this game on Legendary, there's a brief shot of a Halo ring, so I guess they've met the obligatory minimum for calling this a Halo game. Game over.